Hey guys, Michael Newrock here. I'm just considering taking a trade. I'm on the dollar Swiss. It's on the 4-hour time frame. We've seen a big move down. It's currently an aggressive trend trade. So 3 of the higher time frames are pointing up, 3 of them are pointing down. But as they say with buying, buy the dip, and this is exactly what we're in right now. Fast moving average has crossed over the slow moving average. Trend follower has just changed from red to green. RSI is above the 50. MACD is looking nice and strong above the 0 line, and stochastic has recently changed over. So all I need to do is click yes for this trade, and there you go. I've got my trade entered. I've got my stop placed. Small risk, big reward. So we're looking at currently around 43 pips to the risk and about 230 pips to that ultimate target. How far it will go, no one knows, but that's what I always look for. Small risk, big return. So I'm quite positive about this trade. It's looking really good. It fulfills all the criteria that I look for in trades, and of course what the Trend Profiteer system has been set to alert me to, and that's exactly what it's done. So I'm going to pause the video right now and come back as soon as I have an update, hopefully a good one. Hey guys, take a look at this. $2,150 thereabouts in open trades right now. It's been working really well. Went straight up for me, consolidated for about a day, and then swung up. It's sitting around 80, 85 pips right now. So my first profit locking has already occurred. 120 pips, that's where my second profit locking is about to occur. So, I mean, if price continues going in my direction, 30 pips on my second position, 40 pips or 45 pips locked on my first position. So profits are locked in. It's still bi-directional. Okay, so I should still be fairly cautious, but there's a lot of room to move to the upside, and that's what I'm aiming for. About 150 pips to the upside. So anything can happen in trading, but at this stage I'm in a win-win situation. I'm going to keep my stops fairly loose at this stage. I'm not going to move them any tighter, because I really want to take advantage of further moves to the upside, and I'm confident at this stage that it is going to go upward. So right now I'm trading on the market's money. It's all free money as far as I'm concerned, because I've got profits locked in. I'm going to pause the video again and come back as soon as I have another update. Okay, we're looking good. We're around 2,500 in profit. It's changed to an overall upward direction. 4 out of the 6 high time frames are upward, and we've had another consolidation period after the previous swing. So what I want to do, it hasn't reached target 2 yet for its second profit locking, but what I'm going to do for the first position, which is typically the tighter of the 2 trades, is adjust the stop to 0.999, and that's moved the stop a little closer to the market price, locking in 65 pips profit. On my second position, it's currently sitting on around 30 pips. So I'm more comfortable with this, because if it does move against me, then at least my first position is locked in tightly. So I'm going to maximize the well, not maximize, but I'm going to get close to what the entry price is, what the market price is telling me now as far as what the profits are. So it's always good to have one eye on converting equity into capital, and the other eye on seeing how far you can ride the trade. That way, you're playing both sides. You're trading aggressively and liberally at the same time. So I'm going to pause once again and update shortly. Well, as soon as I have another update, hopefully a good one. Cheers. Okay, I just wanted to give you a quick update. Take a look at this consolidation. It's been about 14 bars, which is 2.5 days on a 4-hour time frame. Not a lot's been happening. This is just the time in trading when things go sideways or flatlining. It hasn't been going up or down. But take a look at this. One nice swing up could change it from a bi-directional market to a buy-only market. That's what I'm hoping for. and that's what I'm hanging in for. So RSI still above that 50, MACD still above that zero line. One swing up could change it all. I've got my profits locked in on both my positions, and that's all I really need now, or really want, is a swing up to make some more money, change that direction to an overall buy position, and keep on riding this baby all the way up. Okay, so here we are, just under $3,000 in my trading account right now as open trades. We finally had a swing up, and that was after like 22 4-hour bars. So it's just oh, it's like 3.5 days of flatlining. Oh, sure, I was in profit, but it's nice to see the trade moving again. So we've had the swing up. It has changed back to a overall buy trade. We're currently sitting about 115 pips above the entry price, reached as high as about 125 pips, and I've got profits locked in. I've got 2 positions right now, 2 one-lot positions, and my target 2 has been hit at 120 pips, which activated or instigated the profit locking for my 2 positions. One to lock in 95 pips and one to lock in 70 pips. So, I'm sitting pretty right now. It's a win-win situation, okay? It's a no-lose scenario. I've won, and that's always a great place to be in. And I actually got there really quickly into the trade. It's just that it started stalling and flatlining. Overall buy, 4 out of 6 higher time frame indicators are pointing up. So, at this stage, it's looking good. It's looking really good. So it's just up to the market now. How high will it go? I really needed to get up to around 180 pips to activate my trailing. Now I may adjust that. It's still a little way off, and considering the huge consolidation period that's gone through, I may do that. So, just a quick update to let you guys know how this trade's been progressing. Sometimes trades are going to go in your favor and keep on going that way, and other times, like this time, it's just consolidated for what seemed like forever. Now, there's about 110, 120 pips up to the high. That is what I'm still targeting. My only loyalty is to the market, and at this stage, the market is looking like it is continuing to go up. So we shall see. As soon as I get another update, I will get back to you and continue this saga of a trade. We'll get back to you soon. Okay, I'm back, and at just under 3,200 right now. We've had the move up, continuation of the move. Let's have a look. It's gone as high as, just over 150 pips. Now, my trailing activation will trigger at 180 pips. So about 140 pips is where the last candle closed, and we had this correction to the downside. It's just one candle, so you can't take too much into it, but because this trade has consolidated for so long, and it's already reached 140, 150 pips. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I never am 100% sure on trading. That's the whole thing about the market. But I'm going to change my third targets where my trailing will be activated to 140 pips, just in case it doesn't make 180. So my third target now is going to be activated here at 140 pips. That's just a little away from where it is currently. Now my profits are already locked in for both my positions. The trade is looking stronger than ever. I'm going to trail the 2 positions with my moving average and the parabolic SAR. I can choose from 5 different trailing methodologies, but that's what I'm comfortable using on this particular trade. So I've changed my trailing activation point at this stage, and we shall see how it goes. I'm going to pause the video right now, come back as soon as I have another update. Okay, check this out. 3,400, just a smudge over 3,400. My profit locking positions have moved once again, locking in more profits. This candle that we're currently on just hit that 140 pips that I needed to activate trailing, and both positions are now trailing this trade via the two methodologies that I've chosen, the fast moving average and the parabolic SAR. And I should add that I even have the flexibility of having the stop trailing on the fast moving average and the parabolic SAR or whatever, but a few pips below, those levels. So just gives it a little bit more room to move. So my trade has got even stronger. 5 out of 6 of the high time frame indicators are now pointing up. It's looking about 100 pips to that ultimate high that I've been eyeing off all this time from entry. So we shall see. At this stage, I'm getting more confident. 3,400, it's a great trade at this stage. I could close out right now, but take a look at my stops. They're really tight, both of them, because there's a lot of money on the table. So if there's not as much money, sometimes I can be a little bit more liberal and, let it ride kind of thing, obviously locking in profits. But in this case, I've got my profits tight on both positions. So I'm going to pause again, come back as soon as I have another update. All right, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. My first position's been closed out, and I'm not upset at all. I've got $1,504 in my open trade, $1,549 in the trade that's just closed. Let me put it up on the charts here. Okay, you can see where it was entered, and you can see where that trade took us all the way up to this level, just up here. And so it just got knocked out on this current candle. It's always bittersweet, okay? That greed factor comes, I wish it had gone a little bit further, but it's $1,549. Let's be clear about that. 120 pips, fantastic trade. We're not talking about a 5, 10, 15 pips scalp. And my second position is locked in with 95 pips. Trailing the trade right now by the parabolic SAR. So, I would have liked it. Yes, I would have liked it to have continued up, but I've still got some good money in the table in my open position. It's currently protected. My first position has been now converted into capital. Still about 110 pips to that ultimate high, but the consolidation that occurred on this trade was just epic. It was, you had to have patience or the ability to just leave it alone and let the Profiteer system handle it. When there's no real change in price, like during a consolidation sideways flat line period, it's best just to have your profits locked in and just let it go. Sometimes it'll go against you for sure, but then you make money on your profit locking. But sometimes it'll just take off, So we have seen a little bit of that, but sadly for position one, it's been knocked out. But again, 120 pips, just over 1,500. I'm not upset right now. I'm very happy. So I'm going to pause the video once again and come back as soon as I have another update on the second position that I still have live. Alrighty, back again, and take a look at my open trade. $1,760 odd. $1,549 has been converted into capital from my first position, and current position again 1,750. So we've had a little bit of a swing up. My stop has continued to move with the parabolic SAR, and the trade's looking very powerful, very strong. 5 out of the 6 are pointing up of the higher time frames. There's still movement up towards that higher level, and you can see after that initial swing, after that epic consolidation, what has it done? Well, it's decided to just consolidate again, a little bit more zigzaggy, not quite as flatline as that last consolidation period of that 3.5 days, but still, I mean, it's not really moving anywhere. So it hasn't been the most exciting trade at this point, other than the fact that I've just made over 3,200 if I close my second position right now, and yeah, I'm in a no-lose win-win situation. But other than that, it hasn't been the most exciting trade. But again, 3,200, I can think of a number of things that I can do with that immediately, including building capital in my trading account, allowing me to trade even easier and with even bigger lots if I choose to, or at the very least, have that buffer. Money makes more money. It's the name of the game at the end of the day. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to update again as soon as I have another update, and we'll pause for now. Cheers. All right, guys, I'm back, and that's it for this trade, which I'm kind of relieved about. Just over $2,900, so a really, really nice trade. Just shy of 3,000 bucks, so very nice. First position entered there, closed, and my second position closed actually in the end just a little bit shy of that. You can see this last current bar just took it out. Just by a couple of pips. So again, always one of those moments, but happy nevertheless. 120 pips on my first position, roughly about 101, 102 pips on my second position. Very nice trade. I'll just bring that up on the chart so you can see it a little bit better, and you can see right there how it ended right at this point here. So, really nice trade. Yes, I would have liked it to go on further for another 100 pips and then make me, an extra grand or two. But, very, very strong. And what can I do now? Well, I can wait for another opportunity. It's strong. And did you just see that 4-hour swing? It just changed from red to green. So, we're in that in a really good period here, with a possibility of an upswing taking this trade further. I can drop down to a shorter time frame, or I can wait for a swing in the same time frame, or I could wait for a correction if that's going to occur, and then get in at a better price on again perhaps a shorter time frame. But whatever I do, I'm a happy guy after this trade, just shy of $3,000, and again, that's you can do a lot no matter where you live in the world with $3,000. I mean, it's quite a sizable chunk of change, and I look forward to being able to share the system with you, the software with you, get you involved in our community here, where we're all after the same thing, and that is to make money, and be able to share all of the training. There's lots of training. It'll take you a week at least just to get through the training. So come join me, and let's trade the markets together as profiteers. And until next time, good trading, live well, and I'll see you soon.